Welcome back to my channel. Today I've got you one new series, one new topic on which there are going to be many subtopics that's called the nebulas. Today we are going to discuss about the first type of nebulas that's called the StarBirth nebula. Okay, so without wasting any time, let's start the video. Yes, so first, what are nebulas? Nebulas are interstellar clouds of dust, hydrogen, helium, and other ionized gases. So, originally, the term or this word nebula was described by astronomical objects that include galaxies. Okay, so first they thought that nebulas are galaxies beyond the Milky Way, meaning outside the Milky Way. So the Andromeda galaxy, which is one of the one of the closest galaxies to Earth, so they thought and they named it as Andromeda Nebula because they thought galaxies are nebulas, but that is not the real time where scientists could discover this. But afterwards, in the 20th century, Wester Slipper and Edwin Hubble also discovered about the telescopes, and then they got to know about uh, the nebulas, which were actually not galaxies. So this was the history behind nebulas. Yes, so what are the major types of nebulas present in the discovered observable universe? So those are Horbeck nebulas, the Omega Nebula, the Horsehead Nebula, the Cat's Eye Nebula, the Red Rectangle Nebula, the NRNBO 50967.5 nebula, the Tycho Supernova, the StarBirth nebula. So these are the 8 main kinds of nebulas present. So today we are going to talk about StarBirth nebula. Okay, so let's start. Like people, stars are also born, they grow old and they die. So stars also have a lifetime. Their birthplaces are huge cold clouds of gas and dust which include hydrogen, helium and other ionized gases known as nebulas. So nebulas are actually the places where stars are born and they grow old and they die. So that nebula is called as a star birth nebula. So the most famous of the starboard nebulas are the Orion Nebula, okay, and which is just visible with the unaided eye because it's very large. Where it's a very large nebula. So these clouds start to shrink slowly under their own gravity. Meaning under their own gravity pull, they start to shrink, and the clouds get smaller, and break into clumps. So that's how a nebula dies. Okay. Yes. So what's the origin of the nebula? So starburst nebulas are started when the interstellar matter in gas clouds such as Eagle Nebula, which is formed with hydrogen, helium and other ionized gas, comes together, fuses together, compresses each other and forms a star. And when that star is formed, it pulls the gravitational forces of the surrounding towards it, and it brings the molecules closer together, which forms the dust and clouds to roam around it, and that's how a nebula is formed. So some astronomers think that gravitational or magnetic disturbance is that causes to collapse the nebula. Sometimes as the nebula is just given birth, it just collapses again. Meaning because of the high gravitational forces, like a supernova, it collapses again at the starting itself. So this is the origin. Yes. So the location of StarBirth nebulas. One of the most, prominent regions of star formations are the Lagoon Nebula, which is located about 4,000 light years away, and it's towards the center of the galaxy. So that's the place where most stars are born, and thousands of newborn stars are in the beginning. It disperses to dusty birthplaces. That's the nebulas. To most massive of the newborn stars, give their high energy radiation, which causes irregularities in the surroundings, and that can cause fall to the or the collapse to the nebulas. So this is the image of one of the starboard nebulas. Okay, so they are really very beautiful to look upon. Thank you everyone. Hope you liked my video today.